Welcome to Startups. I'm your host, Aiden Spark. Today on Startups, imagine a shy kid battling self-doubt and technical nightmares on the brink of either changing the world or fading into obscurity. In today's episode, witness the surprising twist that transformed a young Bill Gates from an awkward teenager into a tech titan, and discover how his journey can inspire you to turn your own struggles into world-changing success. In a dimly lit garage in Albuquerque, 1975, the acrid smell of burnt electronics mingles with raw ambition. A gangly 19-year-old hunches over a crude Altair 8800 computer, his reflection ghost-like in the flickering monitor. His fingers dance across the keyboard with religious intensity, each keystroke a prayer to the digital gods. This is Bill Gates, and he's about to miss a deadline that could destroy everything he's worked for. The screen suddenly goes black, a critical error. His fist slams against the desk, rattling empty coffee cups and scattered printouts. In this moment of frustration, you might wonder how this socially awkward college dropout would transform from a coding obsessive into one of history's greatest philanthropists. The answer lies not in his technical brilliance, but in a profound personal evolution that would reshape our world. The weight of legacy pressed heavily on young Bill's shoulders. His father's law firm cast a long shadow, its path well-worn and respectable. But in the quiet hours of night, while his peers dreamed of baseball glory or teenage romance, Bill's mind wandered through labyrinths of logic and possibility. His childhood bedroom told the story, programming manuals stacked like ancient texts, half-dissected electronics scattered like mechanical entrails, the gentle hum of a teletype machine his lullaby. You know that feeling? The expectations others place upon you versus the wild dreams that keep you awake at night. For Bill, this tension wasn't just uncomfortable, it was rocket fuel. Watch him at 13, perched before the school's teletype terminal. While classmates rushed to recess, he remained, transfixed by the endless possibilities hidden in strings of code. His social awkwardness, rather than a liability, became his superpower. When you couldn't connect easily with people, you learned to speak the language of machines. And in that language, Bill found poetry. The story of Trafo Data reads like a classic tragedy. Bill and his friend Paul Allen created brilliant traffic analysis software, technically flawless and utterly unmarketable. Their first venture crashed not because of bad code, but because they hadn't yet learned to bridge the gap between innovation and implementation. You've been there, haven't you? When pure talent isn't enough, when the real world demands more than just technical excellence. This failure carved deep grooves in Gates's psyche. It taught him that genius without business acumen was like a powerful engine without a steering wheel. The lesson would shape every future decision. Fast forward to Microsoft's early days. The office resembles a war room. Pizza boxes form makeshift barricades, coffee stains map caffeine campaigns, and the air crackles with electric tension. They're racing to complete Altair Basic, their shot at legitimacy. Every bug fix brings new problems, every solution spawns fresh challenges. The pressure is familiar to anyone who's ever staked everything on a single moment. You can feel it in your gut, that mixture of terror and exhilaration when failure and breakthrough dance on the same razor's edge. When Altair Basic finally worked, the room erupted. Not with the polite applause of a business meeting, but with the raw, primal screams of warriors who'd survived battle. This wasn't just code executing properly. It was the birth of a revolution. The Altair 8800, that crude box of possibilities, transformed from a hobbyist's toy into a herald of the future. You can see it in the grainy photos from that era, Gates's eyes blazing with a mixture of exhaustion and triumph. This moment would become Microsoft's foundation stone, but it also planted the seeds of future storms. If you're enjoying startups, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, Become an Innovation Engine. Steal exact frameworks of billion-dollar breakthroughs like Netflix and Tesla. Now, back to the episode. Success bred ambition, and ambition bred conflict. The partnership between Gates and Allen began to crack under the weight of differing visions. Their heated exchanges echoed through Microsoft's halls, each argument a fault line in their friendship. When MS-DOS catapulted them to dominance, the price of victory became clear. His relentless drive for market dominance transformed the awkward coding prodigy into a business titan. But with each victory, something of that pure-hearted innovator dimmed. The antitrust lawsuit hit like a thunderbolt. Suddenly, the world's most powerful tech company faced accusations of monopolistic practices. Gates found himself defending not just his business decisions, but his entire worldview. The media painted him as a modern robber baron, the boy genius turned corporate tyrant. This crisis forced a profound self-examination. What good was changing the world if you became what you once fought against? The question probably resonates with you, as it does with anyone who's achieved success only to question its cost. Then something remarkable happened. Gates stepped away from Microsoft's helm, but instead of retiring to count his billions, he turned his analytical mind to humanity's greatest challenges. The Gates Foundation became his new code, global health his new operating system. This wasn't just a career change, it was an evolution of spirit. The same intensity that once drove him to dominate markets now fueled efforts to eradicate diseases and lift communities from poverty. The transformation was as unexpected as it was complete. Today, that garage in Albuquerque is a museum piece, but its lesson remains vital. Gates's journey from coding prophet to global humanitarian reveals something profound about success and purpose. His greatest achievement isn't Windows or Microsoft's market cap. It's the revelation that true innovation isn't just about creating new technology, it's about using that power to serve humanity. So here's your challenge. What will you do with your own drive for excellence? Gates's story teaches us that our greatest strengths often hide in our apparent weaknesses, and our most meaningful work might lie beyond our initial vision of success. His legacy isn't about becoming a billionaire or even changing technology. It's about having the courage to evolve, to question your assumptions, and to redirect your talents towards something larger than yourself. The next time you face a moment of frustration, remember that gangly teenager in the garage and ask yourself, how can your current challenges prepare you for a larger purpose? Your journey, like Gates's, might be leading you somewhere far more meaningful than you initially imagined. The machine's hum has faded, but its echo persists in the millions of lives transformed not just by personal computing, but by the example of a man who dared to redefine success itself. This is Bill Gates's true legacy, not the empire he built, but the courage to build something greater than an empire. On the next episode of Startups, Bill Gates dared to dream of a computer on every desk, a vision that reshaped our world. But what happens when audacity meets the boundless potential of the internet? Imagine a world where information flows freely, instantly accessible to anyone. This week, we explore another titan who, like Gates, challenged convention and built a global empire from scratch. What if I told you that two Stanford students, fueled by a passion for organizing information, sparked a revolution that would change how we interact with knowledge forever? Stay tuned to discover the secret behind their groundbreaking innovation and how their unlikely partnership redefined the digital age. You won't want to miss this story of bold ambition and disruptive thinking. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course. Become an innovation engine. 7 days, $7 billion frameworks. Transform from idea person to startup innovator by learning the exact playbooks that built Netflix, Tesla, and SpaceX. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/su. Thanks for watching.